The views and opinions expressed on any program are those of the producers and/or the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of FRC Media, Bristol Community College, or the City of Fall River.
Good morning, Keith Tebow from FRC Media. Thank you for joining us on this Wednesday. It's a rainy Wednesday on May the 8th, and we are joined, as we are each Wednesday, with the Mayor of the City of Fall River, Mayor Paul Coogan. Mayor, how are you?
Doing great, Keith. How about you?
I am doing well. The big local news story earlier this week has been the announcement from Steward Health, which owns St. Anne's Hospital in Fall River. We've known for a while that they've been experiencing some financial difficulties. This week they filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. A lot of angst can come around that. As of right now, it's business as usual at St. Anne's Hospital. Has your office received any calls from constituents? And also, what role can a city play really as this bankruptcy will move forward?
The bankruptcy, we really don't have much to say on that. That's going to be all attorneys all the time. But as far as like St. Anne's, they had the rally last week down at Kennedy Park. I went down to support the union that staffs the building. We keep hearing that St. Anne's is a valuable piece in the Steward chain, that it makes money. It's one of the ones that everybody's got their eyes on. But I'm hearing by June, they'll know if they have a buyer for the entire group of hospitals. I don't know if they're going to sell them individually or sell them as a block. I just continue to hear that St. Anne's will remain open. That's everybody's plan. That's even potential suitors that have looked at the hospital. They want to keep it open. They want to keep it functioning. So we'll work with whatever shakes out. But at this time, we're all in a holding pattern to see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that, Governor Healy has come out again in support. I know the state has some oversight, I guess, within their purview, limited as it may be. I know I was speaking to someone from the hospital yesterday saying that, the state is in our building, just making sure that services continue and they're high quality services. And that's something to note for the people as well, that St. Anne's is still open. It's business as usual, and it will be business as usual for some time. So people shouldn't be fearful about needing healthcare, and if they want to use St. Anne's to do so, right?
Oh, absolutely. I had a conversation last week with Mike Bushell, who was president or executive director of St. Anne's, and he said the exact same thing. Things are running smoothly. They're running the way they should. They don't anticipate any hiccups along the way. If we can get through these financial issues that have been dragging down Steward, and we end up with a new company owning it, or one of our other partners decides to step in, that'll all be positive, and it looks like we can keep this going without interruption, which is what we want. St. Anne's is a key piece in the city of Fall River. They've been around forever, and it's nice to have two hospitals in the city that can take care of our population.
And I know that it's been reported that even though Steward, as a company, which owns, I believe, 33 hospitals across the United States, 8 here in Massachusetts, that actually St. Anne's, even though they're dealing with some financial struggles, St. Anne's has been quite profitable. So it's one of the jewels, I guess, in their portfolio. So that's always good to hear. Yeah. And that goes back to the importance of, its meaning here in Fall River and in the community. One of the things we've talked a lot about over the past few weeks as we're into spring is, cleaning up. Spring is always a good time for a cleanup. And I know that there were a couple of community cleanups that have been happening over the past few weeks, but I guess there's actually cleanup happening right there at Government Center, right?
Yeah, they're power washing the building. I don't think it's ever been done, and it's whatever it is, 40 or 50 years of dirt are coming melting down the concrete, so it does look better. It's something that should have been done a long time ago, but it's the noise you hear in the background today. They're on rain or shine. They're out here power washing the building, see if they get it to look better. Believe me, it was sorely needed. When you watch that power washer pass along the concrete and see what's coming off, you're like, wow, I didn't know it was that bad, because it was all one color, dark brown or black, and it was just dirt.
Yeah, well, it's interesting, the outside of that building is concrete, which is sort of grayish, It's more of a brownish gray, right? And now it'll be back to its original luster,
Right,
if you
it's a
will.
much lighter color. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, as we wrap up, we like to talk about events that are happening in the city, and we'll get into some specifics as we get closer and into the summer. I know there's going to be a whole list of activities down on the waterfront, but one that's coming up in a few weeks is what's called Rock at the Dock. It's going to be a dedication of the new boat dockings there at the City Pier, the Thomas Norton City Pier, as well as a concert, and it's going to be a big celebration to sort of kick off, I guess, the summer season. Well, of course, we'll have the Veterans Day Parade before that and other military celebrations, but this is a big community event that's going to be kicking off this summer. What can people expect?
Yeah, well, they can expect a bunch of food trucks, a concert. It's only in the afternoon, 1 to 3. We're going to dedicate our new docks. We got a Allman Brothers cover band that's going to play. They've played at like a lot of the casinos all up and down the East Coast, and we're just hoping it's going to be a good show and people come out and enjoy this. Hopefully that we have sun, not like today. We need a nice sunny day, about 75. That would be perfect. So say a prayer, but we want people to know that the Norton City Pier is going to be very active this summer, and come on down and see what we can do. And we'll have a few events, and we'll be leading into the 4th, which is sounds like to me the way this is going, it's going to be bigger than ever also. So we should have a busy summer along our waterfront and throughout the city. We got a lot of things planned, and we're going to try to keep people having some alternatives to get out and have some laughs.
This is actually going to be the second summer where there's going to be events at the waterfront while the reconstruction of Route 79 is still ongoing. Parking is always going to be a big issue. Was there anything learned last year that will improve situations this summer?
I think so. We rented that little lot right along the waterfront next to Hathaway Street. And we do have parking along the street still. We did not lose that, thank God. But at the same time, we had shuttles running, we had buses running, and we'll get people, once we contract with the lots, we'll make everybody aware of where they can park, and we'll pop them back and forth and hopefully keep the traffic to a minimum. It's going to be a struggle for a few years until 79 is done, but we want to try to accommodate people. We don't want people walking 3/4 of a mile or a mile to an event. If we can give them a bus ride, we'll do that. So it's going to be a fun summer, and we will definitely announce all the parking lots that are available and how you can go about getting a ride down to the waterfront.
Yeah. Is there still a possibility of maybe using the South Coast Rail MBTA lot now that South Coast Rail may be pushed to the fall?
I thought we had that last year, so I guess that's a good point. We'll go back at them this year and see if we can do that. That'll be good.
Yeah. All right. Mayor Paul Coogan, as always, short and sweet this week. I appreciate your time. We'll talk again soon.
Okay. Thanks, Keith.
All right. And thank you for joining us here on FRC Media. Have a great week.